Okay, guys, I'm going to give you some key support and resistance levels to play, to long and short if you're swing trading Bitcoin. We're going to cover the C1 chart, the H1 chart, and guys, there's some bad news for the stock market, and in turn, this will be bad news for Bitcoin. Guys, remember, Bitcoin follows U.S. markets. So I'm going to give you support and resistance levels. We're going to cover that as well. So over the weekend, guys, we were killing it. This December 19th, the C1 chart, we pushed up. We got perfect rejection here at 48,000. You can see it right here, 48,000. This strong resistance. So I've been updating these charts. I'm going to make it to where it's very clear where to short and where to long. I'm going to do this for the altcoin charts as well. By the way, this video will be up after the fact, but if you want a chance to long, this is probably where you want to do it, 45,600. I'm going to cover that and show you why. So let's go back. I'm going to cover a few of these guys. So right here, this is the C1 chart updated. You can see where price was currently when I updated this chart. This right here, this was, I was telling you, look guys, this is strong resistance. It was strong resistance here, strong resistance here. So if you push above, you want to short this line right here. And you can see what happened. We pushed up, we got above it, and then we had to wick right back down below this very strong resistance. So you would have shorted right here when it came back down, but the point is, this is strong resistance. We stayed under. And guys, if you know, people have been doing well. Just saw it. Great job. Thanks, man. This is unbelievable. Do you know how much money I made with your post? Greetings from Poland. Bravo. Magnificent Maestro. Let's see here. This is the H1 chart. So I updated the H1 chart and the C1 chart. Notice I'm telling you exactly where to short. If it pushes up here, you short. You come down here, you long. You long. This was right here. This was the H1 chart. This is where I was telling you. If we stay under the current white line of resistance and break below orange trend line, expect some downside. Notice the MACD and RSI looks like it's starting to angle down. So guys, remember, we have lines, we have support and resistance levels. Other people have no idea there. The way I create these charts, you know, we know that this is strong resistance. So because this white line was resistance and this orange line was our support level, it made sense if we couldn't get above this point that we would drop. And that's where I said here, in other words, I would be short right now. It's not often, guys, that I will actually make calls on direction. Typically what I do, I'll often share trade setups, but I will not make calls about direction. In this case, the charts made it very clear to me that we would drop. And again, understand these charts show key support and resistance levels. Others have no idea there. So I was very confident we would drop. You see, that's what happened. This line held as resistance. We broke the support and we dropped. A lot of people did well with this. It's worth every cent to subscribe to Lord of the Rings. Constant updates, possible moves, much appreciated. Your charge insights are worth every penny. Great investment for me. Right here, this guy was in profit. The charts are spot on as always. These guys are pretty happy. And right here, we pushed up again. I'm going to cover this in the charts. I'll show you. But it said, and now we're back above where we dropped from. Watch C1 chart, yellow line for rejection. Money well spent. Your charts pay for themselves. All I can say is master the charts. Shorted 47,500, 46,500. Thanks, Steve. Great call. And now way back below again. These markets are savage. You rejected right where you said it would. Great call. And what I was saying was, you know, on this tweet, when I said now back above short sell the yellow line on C1, you can see right here. So this is the first point you should have shorted. We pushed above, it came back below. That was that tweet I made. We pushed right back up where we dropped from. So I should short this point. So if you would have shorted it, you would have shorted it down. That was over 4.20%. And now you can see we're at this point. Now if this breaks, we have a lot more downside, but I just want to show you why this is such strong, or should be strong support. Right back here, you can see this was support. We found support right back here on December 4th, 2021. And that is the same line. That's why I said this is a likely point to buy in. So again, if this breaks, you know, have your stop set below around 45,500, play it safe. But this could hold, and we could push back up to resistance around 47,089. Depends when you make contact. I will give you support and resistance levels to pay attention to. I want to show you how this chart played out. This is published on December 19th. This line was our resistance, and I was saying this was our support. See how it played out. We hit it as resistance right here, came back down as support, and then now we're pushing up from it. This is the H1 chart. This is where I was talking about. We were in this channel right here, and then once we came back below it, we were below this resistance. I said it was very likely we would come down. Notice we found support on this blue ring right here. We found support on it once back here. Well, actually 4 times we're back here. And then we found support on it with 2 candles, and now we're underneath it as resistance. So your next support level below would be down here. I will cover this in just a bit. This is how this played out. This published 23 hours ago. Just see how this played out. By the way, these are published charts. I cannot edit these once they're published. But you can see we broke down. We found support and next support levels below right here. The DXY guys, so I've been telling you, look, follow the US dollar, follow US markets. If the dollar is pushing up, that is bearish for Bitcoin. If the dollar is dropping, that is bullish for Bitcoin. Your next support for the DXY is right here at 95.89, and your next resistance is 97.44. If we get above 97.44, guys, it's going to be very bearish for the markets and very bearish for Bitcoin. Guys, as I've been telling you, the dollar, just to show you, put this in perspective, this was back between this is back in 2017, 2018. The dollar dropped almost 15%. Bitcoin pushed up 2,500%. The dollar pushed up 11%. Bitcoin dropped almost 84%. The dollar dropped a little over 13%. Bitcoin pushed up 1,474%. And currently, you see the dollar is pushing up, and Bitcoin is starting to come down. So again, if the dollar continues up, Bitcoin is going to come down. So this is the bad news about Bitcoin, guys. Bad news about the markets. And remember, guys, Bitcoin follows the markets. So Biden had this Build Back Better plan, and it was this Senator Joe Manchin. He just killed the bill. So this $1.9 trillion Build Back Better bill is dead. It's not going to happen. So that means less money to put into the economy. So again, this is going to be bad for markets. You got COVID on the rise, guys. Regardless of what you believe about COVID, worldwide cases is like, 736,000 per day. And guys, it's getting colder, so people are going to be grouping together. They're going to be around family and friends, so this is probably going to spike much higher. So, I've been calling for a Black Swan event. I think it's more like there's a Black Swan convention going on. We got Evergrande, we got inflation, we've got this bill that didn't pass. I mean, we got supply chain issues. There's so much stuff going on. And right now you can see the Dow Jones is down, close to 500 points. So it'd be interesting when markets open to see if we have more downside. Actually, markets open in about 1 minute. So again, follow U.S. markets, guys. Follow the U.S. dollar and U.S. markets. So before I give you some support and resistance levels to long and short, guys, if you've been following me, this was published on November 14th. And I said when we crossed this this thick yellow ring on this fib circle, we had a drop. So I said that was likely what was going to happen when we crossed this this blue ring right here. You can see that's exactly what played out. When we crossed this last yellow ring, we had a major drop. So I'm saying it's very possible we can have a major drop soon. Again, with all the stuff going on, it's very possible. It does not mean we have to have one major drop down to support. It just means I think that we're starting our correction to drop, sorry guys, to drop at least 80%. Damn telemarketers. So at least 80% doesn't mean we have to have one straight drop. It just means I believe that we are coming down. This right here, so guys, this is a zoomed in version of that chart. So this is your most important support level to watch right here around 42,600. If that breaks, guys, I think we're coming way down. As I said before, let me zoom out a bit. I'm going to give you some other support and resistance levels to pay attention to, but there is a lot of confluence down here. This would be potentially, this is our left shoulder, this is our head, we're forming our right shoulder. So I told you, as soon as we break, once we pass this ring, we start coming down to form our right shoulder. So if we do drop, again, you go from the head to the neck, and that would bring you all the way down here. That's what this line represents. So that is right here where the 300 weekly moving average is, right here. And if you followed previous videos, go back and watch them. There's a lot of confluence down here around 10,000 to 14,000 to 10,000. Does not mean we have to hit that point. This actually would be your next point to catch a nice bounce. This is from the E1 chart, guys. I have plenty of charts showing you points to watch if we drop. This is the G1 chart. There's some confluence around here, guys. We do have a lot of support right here around 40, let's just say close to 45,000. This is right here around 44,157. If this breaks, guys, we have a lot more downside. We could catch a bounce, push back up, but once this breaks, I expect us to have more downside. That previous chart I showed you, that ring, that is this ring right here. It depends when you make contact. It is at an angle, so that's why it's in your best interest to have access to these charts. But again, if 44,957 breaks, and I'll show you on the H1 and C1 chart and give you some support and resistance levels, why that's important. This is the J1 chart. If you have access, make sure you load this chart up. If we continue down, the next point to watch to catch a bounce is going to be right here. This is the 50-week moving average. You will catch a bounce there. And guys, this is pretty bearish. This right here is the 21-week moving average. We are below that. Typically, if you're below the 21-week moving average, you're in a bear market. You can see we're dropping. And guys, these are your support levels below. All of these will be support levels to catch a bounce. Notice it's the 200-weekly moving average coming right to this point. If that breaks, the next point will be the 300-weekly moving average right here. So again, these are all your support levels you need to watch. This is a simple, just a fib retracement. Let's move on, guys. So let me give you support and resistance levels to pay attention to. So look, right now we're at 45,600. If that holds, we could push up to at least, possibly right around 47,000 to get rejected. If that breaks, guys, so how you play these charts, you need to go back and look left. You can see that these yellow lines have been a lot of support and resistance. We have double support here, actually, so it's possible it could push up from 45,500. If we do break this support, though, guys, then your next support level on this chart, and then, guys, always reference the C1 and the H1 chart, but your next support level below is going to be right down here around 43,560. Your next major support down here, every one of these yellow lines you'll bounce, but these are the points you could get a possible, you could push back up. This is around 41,400. So again, that's still on the C1 chart. On the H1 chart, you can see we're breaking below this blue ring right here. So your next support level to watch is going to be right here at around 44,788. And that's, like I said, guys, that matches right here. 44,957 and right here 44,788. So that's an important support level. If that breaks, we got more targets to the downside. And I have them marked off. If we come down, this is your next major support. If we hit this yellow line, this is your next major support. And if we push up, guys, this is going to be major resistance. So I have it all mapped out for you. You can see currently this ring right now is going to be a resistance at 45,828, and if we push up, your next resistance to watch is 47,550, and this will be resistance as well. So if we're out here, 47,450. So again, I have your support resistance levels already mapped out, so you know exactly where to get in and where to get out. And again, this is for swing trading, guys. I expect much more downside, especially since I expect a lot of downside in the markets. But, if it comes down to 44,800, buy here, and then you ride it up, probably take your profit at 45,118. But just want to show you how these charts played out and just give you some key support and resistance levels to pay attention to. And guys, if you want to access these charts, website's objectcrypto.com. Links will be pinned in the first comment and description. I do have stocks. I have for $49 a month, you get access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter. And I do have tutorials teaching this method of charting, so you can create these charts for yourself. Guys, that's it. Till the next video, trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.